The great brain science of today tells us that by gently focusing our attention with breathing techniques and other resilience tools, we can actually change the way our brain and body are working. And this is very important because the oldest part of our brain, if you tap on the back of your head back here, this is called the reptilian part of our brain. This part of our brain is in charge of keeping us safe. And it's very reactive. It's the fight or flight mechanism. Now, this part of our brain is important. We don't want to get rid of it, but it is the part where stress, anxiety, and the difficult emotions can get stuck. And when that happens, it's important that we know how to use the tools of simple breathing, simple techniques to call in the wise old owl part of our brain. This is the part of our brain right behind our forehead, and this is the part of our brain that is known as the executive function. It can help us make good decisions, it can help us understand, and it can help us respond. So all the parts of our brain work together, all the parts of our body work together. So it's important for us to learn how can we get everything working in a very good way to help us feel calm, relaxed, balanced, and be at our best. So let's call in a wild animal, and this is Izzy. Hey everybody, say hi to Izzy. Izzy, say hi to everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Izzy is going to represent the oldest part of our brain, the reptilian part of our brain. Izzy is a reptile, an iguana. And Izzy is going to show us what happens when those difficult emotions get stuck in the reptilian part of our brain. This is known as a reptilian hijack, and we all feel that. If you're a human being, you have felt it. And that's when it's just so much you don't know what to do with it. Show us what that looks like, Izzy, would you please? The reptilian hijack. Fortunately, we have another part of our brain that can help with that. It's the wise old owl. And how do we bring in the wise old owl? Just by noticing our breathing, focusing our attention, we can bring in the wise old owl. Who? The wise old owl. And the wise old owl is a friend to Izzy because the wise old owl can talk to Izzy. And the most important thing is the wise old owl says, Izzy, can you tell me how you're feeling? Can you name that feeling or name that emotion? And then when they talk it over, when Izzy can understand a little more and name that feeling he's feeling or name that emotion, it helps them work together, the wise old owl and the reptile working together to make a good decision right now in the present moment that will help Izzy feel safe, that's going to be a good decision for us to make. These two parts of our brain work together. And how do we get them together? Noticing our breathing. That's why we practice. We practice so that when we need it, and Izzy might be having trouble, the wise old owl can help right away using our breathing to name that emotion.